Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today not the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I will start with today's morning show. All right, so Fabrizio Romano going to give us updates on Eberechi Eze deal. So Romano going to let us know, say Arsenal don't actually open talks with Crystal Palace for Eberechi Eze transfer deal. Say yesterday some sources were saying Arsenal, Crystal Palace know about Arsenal's interest, but Arsenal never come meet them to open formal talks. So Baba come explain and say na like this, say na confirm Arsenal like concrete talks dey go on. Arsenal dey follow them talk because when you look at how the news was reported, Eberechi Eze is very excited by the Arsenal project. And the Gunners have started to talk about the conditions of the deal with both the player and Crystal Palace. You see, like I always say, when you want to sign a player, you first of all discuss with the player. They don't really talk with the player. They don't understand and say the player is keen, is interested in joining them. So you move on to phase two. Phase two now follow the club can talk. That buyout clause, Arsenal the reason say, according to David Ornstein, they want to see whether they will negotiate and bring the figure down. Because they're getting 60 million and 8 million in add-ons. But with the reason say, I don't know what they carry for mind though, but maybe 50, 55 with add-ons. I don't really know what's in their mind, but we just watch and they observe the story. And and there this morning, you never today, as I record the show, Fabrizio Romano dropped this update after direct contact revealed on Monday. Eberechi Eze has opened doors, so Arsenal move in clear way. He's open to joining Arsenal project and attracted by the chance for his future. Arsenal are informed on release clause, details, and more. You get plenty things say Fabrizio Romano explain, and I really like him. Now, end there because Fabrizio Romano can talk say if they hear news about Gyökeres, say Arsenal don't agree one kind of agreement with Gyökeres, say but the thing be say for him na lie, say no be true because from wetin they hear there have been no changes over the deal for Gyökeres tonight. As of yesterday night, I was watching podcast. Say that news come outside yesterday, and when I dropped that news, I told you we will wait for confirmation from some kind of people today, like Charles Schwartz. I mentioned some people, but Fabrizio no wait. That night he drop podcast, say that news for your own side, or sources never tell him anything. There have been no changes for Gyökeres deal. Say as it dey now, the major issue with the ground now be say Arsenal are trying to understand from Sporting Lisbon how much you now go sell this player, because Sporting Lisbon's asking price need to be clarified before a deal can be closed, because the agents are saying one thing, the Sporting Lisbon are saying another thing. So I beg, how much gone, which was why the likes of the Athletic come as I talk say for their own side, them feel saying at 80 million it will take for the deal to be a reality. You see that Romano podcast we dropped yesterday? Romano said a whole lot. If we enter on Madueke, say yesterday I got a report from Florian Plettenberg of Sky Sports. We talk say, I understand Arsenal have already submitted an offer to Noni Madueke, who is 23-year-old, where I break him. Now, if you can watch that Fabrizio Romano podcast, Romano say there is nothing like that. Arsenal don't send any offer to Noni Madueke. In fact, say Eberechi Eze situation, even they far advanced, far ahead compared to Madueke and Arsenal. Now, this morning, I can't discover say as Fabrizio Romano dropped that update for night, Florian Plettenberg, because it just be like indirect sub on Florian Plettenberg. You are trying to say Florian Plettenberg they lie. His credibility is into question. And Florian Plettenberg works for a credible organization. Florian Plettenberg now can't double down on that news. That same night, at this morning when I wake up, I can't see and say 13 hours ago. Florian Plettenberg can't tag that particular news when post where Romano said that lie. Can't say 100% an Arsenal offer for Noni Madueke, 100% confirmed at as revealed today, he is one of several top options for the wing. The battle continues. One thing where I don't like about Fabrizio Romano, where David Ornstein know they do, you need to understand that you don't have a monopoly on transfer news. You are not the only source of credible news. Even if maybe somebody puts out a news, in source talk say, now like this. You now, maybe you no get leg reach that side. Your own source never tell you. You don't come out and say na lie. No. What you will come out and say is, according to my own sources, I cannot confirm it, or they never tell me, or you just keep quiet. Because many times you don't see news where you say Fabrizio Romano don't know about that. After all, Mr. Mosquera news was not broken by Fabrizio Romano. Like many news. Let me say Ornstein ain't go break am, Transfers ain't go break am. You are not the only person. So for you to come and say, oh, let's maybe two of them get issue before we may I don't know. Because for you to come and say the guy dey lie, we make him come double down on that particular. Say, this news say everything that happened last night. Oh, say this news say J100 is short for me. So what could just watch and see how all this is going to unfold at the end of the day. And that is why I tell my community members, Fabrizio Romano is not the be-all. It's not the monopoly of knowledge. He don't know everything. Because some people still carry my mind and say, if Romano never talk, I'm not lie. You get why Florian Plettenberg fights back now, because himself na big name for the industry. You get if to say now David Ornstein will talk like he go say, I'm not saying those people that said it are lying, but my sources have not told me that. That is a more respectable way of saying something like that. Let me say, come outside and say, no, it's not wrong, it's false. When I watch for reason, talk and say, I was like, chief, Florian Plettenberg got the line. So my dear, I about someone at this time. So we say about this year. So what could we look forward? We'll get clarity surely on this particular story on the Madueke. Is it Eberechi Eze? Is it Goalscorer? We'll surely get a logical conclusion to all these stories. Now, away from that. So I want to look the highest goal scorers of the EPL of last season. I don't even know say Isaac actually outscored Elialan. So Isaac scored 23. Alan scored 22 because the Sun, when they report and they explain, okay, the top scorers of the Premier League of last season, you get, look, imagine everything, no Arsenal player there. So maybe because Saka self getting injury, miss like how many games, maybe for the year. But the Coco be say, the when they explain, say this is why many EPL clubs they find Isaac, and this is exactly why Newcastle self no go like to sell him, because imagine you remove Isaac from the Newcastle setup, isolate him. Who else go free step up to actually do what in Isaac they do there? Nobody. Get, and they will suffer for it because now be the major goal threats with them gets. Now we're going to be a year further. Say Valencia star pleads for Arsenal move. Now Valencia starlet Mr. Mosquera is reportedly virtually begging to join Arsenal because Fabrizio Romano self talking for a podcast when they explain say the guy really say even though Valencia don't offer him a new contract offer, a big money, but the guy now Arsenal ain't in mind, now Arsenal won't join. Say nothing will stop him from joining Arsenal. Now the way Fabrizio Romano put him, but go just watch it. Don't say money na big temptation you get. But I don't know whether the guy na materialistic person, but more just watch and see how all these things go unfold at the end of the day. Now, away from that also, so the Sun, when they explain what in Sky Sports they talk about Benjamin Sesko. So when they explain, say talks between Arsenal and this RB Leipzig, say you know really they progress. So you get it is at a standstill. Everybody just they wait. Who go first move? You get says RB Leipzig are desperate to sell, Arsenal are desperate to buy, but they do who go first compromise first. Arsenal want me to reduce price. The RB Leipzig want me to stay where they dey. Now, it is also claimed that the Slovenians representatives, before the transfer season window starts, they were confident that this situation would have been resolved by now. Then I said, we shocked them. Say by now, they still do negotiation. Now, the Sun can't even the say Arsenal have been willing to pay around £70 million for the 22-year-old. But RB Leipzig are reportedly looking for closer to £85 million. £85 million is like 100 million euros. It's like 100 million euros. That's what they are looking for. And there's likely to be a compromise if the ex-RB Salzburg ace does move this summer. Now, the worst part is Sky Sports is also believing that Sesko is relaxed about his future. and will not force a move, which means he is willing to still stay there for the upcoming season. That is where the problem. If they say maybe they disturb them, they put gingers, I won't go. Hey, they go feel say, okay, I'm gonna collect the money now. Even the 70 million euros is like maybe like 70 million pounds. It's like maybe 80 million euros to 85 million euros. It's not be small money, but then they find up to 85. They know that we are desperate and we need to sign a striker. That is why they come like say they won't hold us ransom, but go past them. All right, away from that. So we're going to get reports from Fabrizio Romano say Bayern Munich don't beat their opponents, I think Monterrey, to enter the next round for the club championship. I think they're round of 8. So Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, they will play Real Madrid. Now, when I saw this thing, the first thing just came to my mind, this is the battle of the Bellinghams. Jude Bellingham versus Job Bellingham, the two Bellingham brothers. I call the happy say, it will make sense. I go see it. You better have to tackle him, brother. I don't go look say you my blood. Only for me to come and see that Joe Bellingham no go even feature for the game. Say the guy collects an extra yellow card for the last match they play, and is going to miss this match. I say, hey, people just complain on social media because it would have been a spectacle to behold. But it is what it is. That's what it just be. Now, when they get breaking news from Fabrizio Romano. Say in the midst of all the worries where Atletico Bilbao gets and Nico Williams gets about his move to Barcelona, so they can say breaking news: the release clause for Nico Williams is set to be paid by Barcelona. Reports Dario Sports. As back at the drop that one, La Liga president said, "Don't they give you own counter?" Call the talk say, "See, if back at like where they pay the money, as of today, Barcelona cannot register Nico Williams as of today. So they like." But they go spend the money, and now waiting the Williams don't want take here. Say you buy me and you don't come register me. I can't deal in limbo. I don't know what thing they do. You get that's why he was looking for guarantees and assurances to be inserted in his contract. Say in case you no fit register me, I go find my square roots. So they will see how they go fix all those problems. So more just watch. Now let's bring you our first message from one of our sponsors, so Poria Logistics and Delivery Services. So they are into import and exports, pickup delivery, doorstep delivery, courier delivery, haulage, transport logistics, and dispatch and errand services. Now they can help you ship to USA, Canada, UK, and the European countries, and they can help you receive also from these destinations. So if you're interested in their services and you want to give them a call, you can call them on +234 807547 8645 or 08092445644, and they're located at Block D, Shop 41, Binukono Ultra Modern Market, Ojota, Lagos, and their Ikorodu office is at number 28, Oriwo Road, Italewa, Ikorodu, Lagos State. So if you're interested in any of their services, do give them a call. Now, away from that, so we're going to hear say, I thought I go meet Declan Rice. When they ask and say, how far is your guy? How good in the play? You would like to join us? All those kind of normal. If you want to sign a player and the player get friend inside your own club, you go first of all reason this. Okay, this is your guy. The reason I'm now whether I'm gonna like to join us, people even know from your side and how in the play, because player they give opinion on other player. Remember when the Ramagales give opinion on Rodrigo, say, Ochi, better. Rodrigo na killer, they're gonna baller, when I go sign her. That's what it be. So we're gonna hear say Declan Rice gave Eberechi Eze a glowing endorsement when asked about the player by Mikel Arteta. Although Eze has a £68 million release clause, there is belief that a deal could be reached for closer to the 60 million mark. Okay, we'll just see and hope that everything works out very well for us at the end of the day. Now, away from that, all right, so what years a Crystal Palace don't actually reach an agreement to sign Ousmane Diomande from Sporting Lisbon for £47 million. So this deal, the one used to replace Maguire. Now Maguire is Liverpool bound because Crystal Palace don't want a situation where the guy goes to stay here. You don't want sign contract extension. You can't leave as a free agent. They can't lose him. You could come and better make them lose him now. No lose you now. You get. Although the guy don't want to leave now because if he go Liverpool, benching will leave because it will hard for him to come break the partnership between Ibrahim Konate and Virgil van Dijk. If he come as a benching will leave, it will be hard for him to break the partnership of William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. So that's why he no one move now because World Cup is coming. So this particular season now, the way you perform, coaches they will go to scam you. They say, okay, that guy good gun, yeah, bring that. But if you call the bench majority of the time, they don't go see anything where they won't go hold on. That's the way they won't take and invite you. So that's why everybody they careful on their movements. Some people when they know they play well. So they need to move to a club where they play well because we are in World Cup season. You get those how many months remain now everywhere with you. So we'll just watch and see how this is going to unfold at the end of the day. Now, the one we come off me, they say Chelsea want to start next season with as many as 9 attackers in their first team squad. This report was put out by Matt Law, who's one of the reporters for the Telegraph. Now, somebody shared this in a group I belong. So they say Chelsea's team of forwards, 2025-2026. All these people we see, there be wingers for Chelsea. In fact, there be forwards. Jamie Bino Gittins, Delap, Madueke, Pedro, Joe Felix, Kopama, Pedro Neto, Christopher Nkunku, Michael Jackson, Sterling. They never had Giovanni Cuenda. They never had Estivao, where they come from, I think, Palmeiras. That is why Chelsea now don't turn to ShopRite. Most of all these people, they still want to sell, and they never sign finish. They still want to sign Garnacho. You get? So, like players, they want to sign more, they are not done yet. That is why Aston look say, okay, in all this surplus which Chelsea gets, imagine one club get this kind of quality. We will not get anything. So that is why we want to come and rescue. When I rescue operation, I'll call them. We want to rescue Madueke from this debacle. So, okay, come over to this side. Let us see what we can do for your career. Yeah, so we'll just watch. And another thing people need to understand, if you look this squad now, you look at how much, what this is like one man riot every year, but too much of anything is bad. Too much of anything, it is bad. You go look and say, it makes sense, but when season will start, you will find out say Kochi will be confused on who he will use, and there will be unhappiness in their camp. There will be no camaraderie because nobody will personally they play, nobody happy now. That's just the way it is. And the team say all this, all of them, they're like 7 years contract, 8 years contract, 6 years contract, and they are earning big money. But small just over that one and their own cup of rice in order to consign us. Now, Juventus, in fact, everybody forgot about Jonathan David. From nowhere, Juventus have reached a verbal agreement overnight with Jonathan David. Long-term deal agreed and is set for its medical, according to Fabrizio Romano. Now, the signing of Jonathan David and the potential signing of Randa Kolomoani has cemented an exit way or exit plan or route for Vlahovic. It's obvious Vlahovic is leaving. In with the new coach Tudor, they don't stand their relationship not very stable. You get, so he's leaving. If that be the case, the next question becomes, with the uncertainty that we have with Goalscorer, Benjamin Sesko, and the ridiculous high price of Ugo Ekitike, should we enter the race to sign Vlahovic, who is going to be coming for below 50 million? This is the question we ask. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Regardless of the fact, say maybe we don't go for him before you reject us. Should we go towards this direction? He's young, he's big, he can bully, he can give us, that's what we define. But only say he might be match rusty because he never really did inside game well like that. So let me know your thoughts. I don't know what's your topic. If you watch of the Club World Cup, I don't think he has really featured in that Club World Cup set. But if I watched their match with Real Madrid, Randa Kolomoani that was leading the line. Real Madrid beat them 1-0. Real Madrid, they also don't change the shape. When we see Real Madrid now, Real Madrid, they don't discover one kind of striker, Gonzalo Garcia, beauty be that name. Because of that striker now, Real Madrid say they are not looking for any more striker in the market. That guy has been a revelation. The guy just come for this World Cup, just shine, don't score how many goals now, give how many assists. So now in God do it for him. Now, I think we've taken this story, you don't need to come and waste time on it. So when you look at what Dean James actually put out by Nicolo Schira, so he said Victor Gyökeres is getting closer to a move to Arsenal from Sporting Lisbon. Agreement in principle between the Gunners and the Swedish striker for a contract until 2030. That's 5 years contract. Now, this is 3 different people now. Independent journalists or independent media houses. We don't confirm this story. First, L'Equipe actually came with this story. Yes, Arsenal don't run this deal. They are very, very close. Everywhere goes to. Second, I think it's Sacha Tabuleri. I've been at Ganuka the Maz. I can't remember off by heart now. But I think one of them actually break the story. I think it's Sacha, not Sacha. So Sky Sports Sacha. Sacha put out the story that yes, 5 years contract agreed. Now you have Nicolo Shira, another journalist, coming out to say the same thing, and all of them know they give attribution to themselves. Everybody they claim saying get your own independent source. We give any story. As Dean James repost this story from Nicolo Shira, people come to just say Fabrizio Romano said it is not true. That is a lie. Nothing Dean James do. He can't go back to the post where Nicolo Shira first post. Nicolo Shira was the first person to report that Ricardo Calafiori and Arsenal have reached an agreement in principle as far back as July 3, 2024. It was an exclusive then. The James gonna say, don't forget, say this person get credibility. Now he put out this story first before everybody can give attribution. Everybody can do reposting and follow up. So if he talk this one too, it could be true. Don't say because Fabrizio Romano never report him, then na lie. You get so. This is the when you go to transfer market. Now the battle will they face with that. Because what kind of way you will see. Say if you post and if you check comment section, somebody will say fake news. Romano say na lie, or Romano never talk anything until Romano talk. I not go believe. Well, my job is any of all this reportage I see, I give it to you. And anyone will say I don't really believe 100%. I'll tell you, let's take it with a pinch of salt. And at the end of the day, we will see whether it will turn out true or whether it will become a lie. And that's the way it should be. Now, let's bring you another message from another of our sponsor, Moby Wealth Associates and Co. Limited. So they are into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 80 646422 34, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwo Road, or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of the services, do reach out to them. So by the answer lovers, the biggest news of the day, namely the fact say we can't get a report from Fabrizio Romano that Arsenal have open talks with Crystal Palace for possible Eberechi Eze transfer deal. So we could just watch. Anywhere we see the go, if I get more clarity or breaking news, I'll still drop updates as the day unfolds. So with that being said, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end that come your way to in the evening. To give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Not get out. All right, guys. I'll be there soon.